What's up, everybody? Welcome to AEW Uncensored. I'm here with my man, Alan. We are the Bridge and Tunnel Connect, Nolan Hash, and the Beast from the East.
With the least
research. And lots of keyboard pounding by Alan.
Sorry, I can't mute that.
Oh, shit. Alan's looking like fucking 10K right now. I could see every pore on that man's face. I mean, he's sexier than ever without the pixels, baby. Look at this guy. He looks like a 30-year-old right now, even though he's 56.
The whatchamacallit, the Optimus Prime-ish background is going to become more and more obsolete.
Pretty much. I mean, you've had strong audio the last 3 weeks, you know?
Yeah, that made a difference. I'm literally, like, I look to my left and the router is right there, so...
That's the way it's got to be. What's up, John?
What's up, John?
Thanks for joining us again, brother. But yeah, Alan's all fucking keyed up right now. I got all the hot technology.
There you go.
Let's see. What the fuck do we got today? Shout out to everybody in the stream watching live with us, and of course everybody listening. But yeah, Big Dub, thank you for that, man. Please throw a like on this. If you're watching it, throw a like. You know, that shit is important. Algorithms and such. The only way to get ahead on YouTube. So, all right, as always, like, share, subscribe. Smash the like button. Smash, smash, smash. Hit the bell. Notify your friends. Let's go. Grab your family's phones. Like, share, subscribe on that. Subscribe. All right. Did that go over well or no?
Our likes went to 15. No, I'm kidding. But
that was pretty obnoxious. But listen, I watch these YouTube videos myself, and somehow these weirdly overzealous people get a lot of views. Yeah. So maybe we should just start acting overzealous. Dude, you got no idea what the fuck I've been watching. I've been watching rug cleaning, coin pushing, and I get caught up in these fucking things where I all of a sudden that's my thing now. You know what I mean? So now carpet cleaning as of yesterday, coin pushing, which I always love doing those at the arcade. I think they're all fake though. These people are talking about 50,000 buy-in, all this shit. Like I don't know. I don't know how true that is. But what else? I just watched leaf blowing today, and I don't know. I mean, there's something to these videos that make you fucking watch them, you know. And it's just so crazy the shit that I delve into. I can't think off the top of my head what else. Of course, tiny living, you know, like van life and all that shit. I've been big on that for a while now, so you know, it's just funny that YouTube is like part of my life now that I've got it on the TV with the fucking smart TV.
Yeah, I mean,
and this is my first smart TV, so it's like now all of a sudden YouTube's right there, and I don't have to look at my phone. I can look at it on this 65-inch TV. I'm like, fuck yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, YouTube is my TV. So, I mean, I don't have a TV to connect it to, but that's all I watch now. I do podcasts. I watch box breaks. I just watch everything I watch now. Like 90% is just YouTube.
Yeah, it's crazy. Same with me. It's really crazy that it's basically YouTube is my new television.
Yep.
But anyway, back to the announcements. Announcements. You know, this is why I was gonna do a canned. I was thinking about like we should do a canned like promotional thing to start the show, but that's no fun because I could fuck it up every fucking time. And it'll be funner if I fuck it up. So there you go. No, I'm not going with the canned. I might have you read all this shit one day.
I think maybe one day you should. I'll need a script first of all, but I don't know if I could do it the way you can. If you want, we could try it. But yeah, you got to give me a script.
You know, it's funny. You want to know what my script is? My script is literally looking at all the images on our layover here.
Perfect.
I literally go from the like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, blah, 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 and then I jump to our website, which is right there in the middle. Even when I start the show and I say, welcome to AEW Uncensored Podcast, I literally look at the logo. And sometimes I still fucking tongue twist it.
So you go right to left, and you just have to fit in, do some fucking research, otherwise go fuck yourself. And that has to just be included as well.
Yeah, a little bit. So anyway, like, share, subscribe, hit the button, hit the bell, like button, whatever the fuck. Uncensoredalliance.com. You get links to everything we do there. Twitter, AEW Uncensored, one word. Email AEW Uncensored Podcast at gmail.com. Send us love mail, hate mail, fucking comments, questions you want read on the air, not read on the air. Just specify so we know. On Facebook, AEW Uncensored Podcast. Throw it in the search bar. We got a page and a group. Like the page, join the group. As always, you can catch us, the audio version of this, on all third-party podcast applications: Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher Radio, iHeart Radio, iTunes. So, and of course, like I said, all other third-party podcast applications. So, as far as iTunes, please rate us, review. That's huge. Just like the like, share, subscribe with YouTube, that really gets us moving on the iTunes, which is about 50-50 with Google. I mean, they're pretty much neck and neck with where the most of our listens come from. So please, that is huge, and I'm sure you've heard it from many other podcasts, and same with the YouTube stuff. You hear them say it all the time. This stuff is huge. So please, if you're watching this right now, just drop us a like. It'd be much appreciated. And subscribe. I mean, you're watching. If you watch us more than once, you might as well subscribe. You know, I've actually been going out of my way now, which I wasn't doing, because again, on the TV you kind of skip video to video. I almost was not liking videos because it just wasn't dawning on me. Like, you gotta like these videos, man. And I realized like I was fucking up, and so now I make sure I go and I like these videos every time I'm watching them. So that's huge. I mean, you're watching it, you're listening. Please just throw a like on there. And a subscription, please.
And we actually have a breaking question that I think I want to ask you this too, because this will be good for anybody who's listening right now, who do want to come in and join and like. So somebody just responded on the AEW Uncensored Podcast group page. She wrote, "Hey guys, I don't have a Google account to like on YouTube. Is there another way to join YouTube without Google?" And that's a good question. I mean, I would think, would any email address be enough to just join YouTube, or do you have to have a Google account?
I think you could be on YouTube without a Google account.
Okay.
You can just usually you're on YouTube. I mean, before Gmail, right?
Yeah.
There was YouTube.
That's true.
I mean, YouTube was bought by Google, so that's why it's now linked up. But I think as long as you are there, you should be able to. As long as you're on YouTube, you should be able to sign in however you like.
Okay.
So whatever email you have. So.
All right. Well, I'll respond to that, and that's good to know for anybody who is listening in who may have a similar question to that.
Right. I would think so. Okay. Back to the regularly scheduled promotionals here. And as always, join us on Skype. You get on the show, like our boy Big Dub, new to the show last week, joined us for a call-in. So, you get on the show with us through Skype. Link in the description of the audio version and of the YouTube version. So click the link, send me a message. I'll put you in our AEW Uncensored family chat. And from there, we'll pull you on to the show whenever you have something you want to chat about. And I just fucking brain farted because I literally was going to go right into something else and blew it. So anyway, I fucking had something teed up, and it actually had nothing to do with promotion. I just blew it. I just blew it. So anyway, let's get into the show now. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell.
By the way, Big Dub says, "This show is my palate cleanser before the awful pay-per-view tonight." I agree. We have WWE Elimination Chamber tonight, and it's going to suck balls. It's it's such a wasted pay-per-view before WrestleMania.
Fuck. And Simon just actually reminded me what I was going to transition into. Germany. Shout out to Germany. We are still in their top 100
Sweet.
For all week. So, shout out to Germany. You're doing it big. But again, there's only a matter of time before Germany fails us. And then they're out of the, we're out of the top 100 for the next month or two. And then they pop back up randomly. Thailand and Philippines, you're disappointing me. You really, we were up there. I mean, we were like number 1 and 2 in Philippines and Thailand. So now we're not even we're nowhere to be found.
I'd love to know what we said.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So, all right. Okay, you don't want to know about my taxes, so that was the wrong note.
I
or maybe
I have
or
good
maybe you
news in that
do.
regard. I did pretty well.
All right, good for you.
Yeah, man.
Nice. I have to pay because I 1099 for the business, so
Yep,
it's
yep, yep.
I have to pay every year. So, um, yeah. Anyway, I thought I was done paying as of this month for last year, but yeah, somehow the government found an extra $400 I owe them.
Oh crap.
Yeah, I don't know, and I did all the math. It's fucking hilarious because I looked at my tax paperwork that my accountant gave me, and I did all the math from every payment I made, what I initially had paid right when I got done with him. You send out your initial payment, and then what I was paying monthly, and for some reason their number's $400 higher than mine. I mean, I don't get it. Fucking government always got their hand in your pocket. What more can you say? Anyway, people don't want to fucking again hear about my tax issues, but Alan's making out, so that's a plus. Let's see the chat real quick before we get started. Simon says, I used to be a territory manager for Samsung and ran their TV division for the south of the UK. My TV is stupidly good. I fucks with Samsung for real. However, I have been disappointed because I've had a couple of them crap out way sooner than they needed to. However, the last one crapped out, and now I have the smart TV, which is a Samsung. Weird. What is a Big Dove says weird ASMR videos with Bill. I don't know what the ASMR is. Let me know. Big Dub, don't forget to join us tonight live 15 minutes after the pay-per-view. So Big Dub and Covalent TV is on after the pay-per-view. So be sure to catch them. I believe they're on YouTube and Facebook. Simon says, I can't believe with me about that you are not in the top 10 in the UK. Yeah, man, I don't know, man. Simon, you got to push us a little harder over there. And Big Dub says tax promos with Bill. Listen, I give you all the wrong things to do when it comes to taxes. I got, speaking of tax, Jersey fucked us, man, because we had that thing where if you had the universal health care, if you didn't have it, you got like a $600 like right off. You had to pay $600 for the year to taxes for the state.
Yeah.
It was something built in, and then when Trump was in, he did away with that. So the first year I was in business, I had the $600 I had to pay. Then my accountant's like, yeah, don't worry, next year it's gone. Okay, so next year comes around. Trump got rid of it, but the state of New Jersey does what the state of New Jersey does because they love their hands in motherfuckers' pockets, and they love to inflate us in this state. They put in their own law where now not is it $600, it's $1,000. So right off the jump, I owed $1,000 without writing any, so. It was just a kick in the dick, man. New Jersey's the worst. I mean, I love my state. A lot of people shit on this state, but this is a great state, man. A lot of people talk about, how grimy it is or the armpit. Motherfucker, just because you drove the turnpike, you don't know what this state's about.
They have better pizza than New York, I have to say.
Exactly. Number two, it's a beautiful state. However, the government of New Jersey is fucking god awful. Let's be real. The government anywhere is awful for the most part. They always got their fucking hand in your pocket. They're always mismanaging your money, and but New Jersey's especially bad. Anyway, off my high horse and my ranting of getting taken by taxes, but Big Dub kind of put me on tax promo. So what else is in the chat? Man, they're popping in the chat right now, so that's good. We are throttled by Big Dub says we're throttled by YouTube regularly. New World, when's the Uncensored merch coming?
I have all my drafts.
We have plenty of drafts for what we're gonna do for t-shirts and shit, but we want to make sure that people are actually gonna buy it more than one or two. You know what I mean? Kenny says it's Sunday. You know what that means? You're damn right we do.
Yep.
And Simon says, Kenny Waters, that Bill will get half of the info correct. I deserve that, bro. I really do deserve that. Motherfuckers, man. All right, it started off good. I mean, there was a lot of good talk chat going on, and then then it just comes to the shit on me party.
We got big. Where's Shake?
Yeah, where is Shake? Send him the link. You know him. He's probably napping. Had a couple too many shots of Henny.
Actually, a good point. Yeah, I'll send them over here.
Oh shit. So, all right, let's get on with this show, man. The Japanese women's tournament, the Japanese side of the women's tournament. I gotta be honest. I watched them today. I was kind of side watching it, really not even watching it. However, I did watch most of the Emi Sakura versus Veni match.
Oh.
What was that? You all right? Did somebody pinch your ass or something?
No. I was reacting to what you were watching.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was like, oh,
all right.
That's all.
So I thought the match was good. I heard Emi Sakura had went over, so I kind of knew the outcome beforehand. She's the trainer of these people. I really didn't give a fuck about her when she was doing her thing in AEW before the COVID hit. So she doesn't really do it for me like that, and like I'm not interested in her character. So, however, I will say that Veni, I really think she would be a big addition to AEW in the long term. I'm hoping they kind of bring her in when this all settles. She moves well in the ring. She's got a certain feel about her, you know what I mean? Like something that you could tangibly grab onto and say she's gonna do something pretty, she could do something pretty good. So, for me, I think she's a pretty much a star.
Yeah.
Star in the making, or and listen, I don't know Japanese women's wrestling. I don't watch it. I am not a women's wrestling fan, so I wouldn't even watch it anyway. It's not just because it's in Japan, blah blah blah. There's some people who think you can't like these people now because they're on AEW. Fuck you, I can't. Like I could do whatever I want. But yeah, so this woman Veni, I think she's got a good future ahead of her. I mean, who knows? I mean, she could have been wrestling forever, but I mean, in the States, I would love to see what she could do. I think she has what it takes, for me anyway. I don't watch. People probably know her. I'm just saying for my piece of the pie, I think, I would like to see her make some strides in the United States. So, some of this stuff there was a little too much of that anime shit included, which I do notice that with Japanese wrestling. They incorporate that like cutesy shit, the creeps, for the creeps, the guy over here, they like the sexy women, over there, they like the little schoolgirl women. Yes. and like anime characters. So it's like our creeps to their creeps. It's just, they're all creeps, so, but they have that like anime shit going on. They're screaming in the middle of a match, stopping and doing this weird shit. So while I see some possibilities like the Maki Ito versus the woman Okada, she had the Okada like jacket, and she had the or robe, and then she had the Okada like dyed hair. I don't know her name, but like Maki Ito looked pretty good. I had actually seen most of that match earlier in the week when I first started watching it, and but she did some stuff early on that it was like too anime for me, But then she, then as the match went on, she got more into the matches in just straight wrestling. So she looked good too. She lost, but during the match, I didn't notice because I saw the match earlier in the week, a little bit into it. So early in the match, they had mentioned she was actually part of a big Japanese pop group or something.
Really?
So yeah. Okay, so she had gotten into wrestling, doing a guest spot in what the fuck is the organization? Not Dragon Gate. Might have been Dragon Gate, but she did a guest spot in one of the promotions over there, and she kind of got interested in it and started training.
All
So
right.
it might have been Dragon Gate. I'm not too sure. So, but yeah, that was all I really had on the women's thing. What about you? Anything specific that you stood out to you at all? Or
Nothing specific except for, like you said, there definitely is a very big, anime influence into how they perform. And I'm very curious to see how that's going to marry up when we do have that side of the tournament facing the US side of the tournament. I mean, I'm guessing that you'll probably not see as much of that, but I don't know. It'll be very curious to see how they're going to coexist when they bring that in together. So, yeah, I mean, that really is my biggest observation as well. And I also don't have much experience, watching Japanese wrestling, certainly not Japanese women's wrestling. I mean, the athlete who I know the best, who I knew of before she even joined WWE, was Asuka. And most of what I knew about Asuka was from what I had seen from how she was performing in Japan. And she was a big star for a good reason. So, huge standout.
Let's go back to the chat real quick. Big Dub says, "What's up with the King Booker entrance?" Yeah, that was Emi Sakura. Yeah, she came in with the whole get up and still with the microphone.
Yep.
And Jimmy says it means the HWO is here. Simon, I think he meant Venny, isn't a she. It's a its pronoun is they. Okay, give me some info. So I don't fucking mean to say that, but so Venny is not technically biologically a woman, or what? Give me the info on that, because okay, number one, I don't fuck with pronouns. It's he or she.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with pronouns, and that's dead up on his don't fuck with me about pronouns. It's he or she. I don't care. I'll call you she if you're a dude who's transitioning to a woman or wants to be a woman. I'll call you she. I don't give a shit. But they're she and he. That's it. It's that simple. Like, don't fuck with me on that shit. And let me see. And of course, Jimmy shouting out fucking Simon. Simon says Yuka Sakazaki and Maki Ito is great. Yeah, Yuka's good, man. But she was doing well in AEW before, so.
Yeah.
And Big Dub says AEW needs Maki Ito. Yeah, I would be all for that. Simon says Maki was a standout. I would say Venny, honestly. I thought Venny was better than all of them. And Simon says Bill needs to research Vinny. He keeps saying Venny more. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I literally just watched the show, man. I don't, I mean, she stood out to me. I'm going to say she because she's in a women's tournament. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. She stood out to me for a particular reason. Looked good in the ring, wrestled well in the ring, gave a great performance. So she stood out to me. So that's why I singled her out, and probably will do a little more research on her. He's a 5-year-old when it is. Big Dub. I don't know what he's talking about there. Probably dissing me. Jimmy says he'll take his royalties now, probably for his t-shirt ideas. Oh, okay. That's what he means. Bill is a 5-year-old when it comes to his research. That's what Big Dub says. Simon said, nah, fuck it. Jimmy says, that's an insult, 5 years old everywhere. Facts, yeah. You motherfuckers, man. Big Dub. 10 people are watching. Like the video. Fuck yeah.
Yep, double digits.
Yes, if you are watching, please like the video, because I mean,
and subscribe.
Yeah, and subscribe. I mean, if you're watching, we should have 10 right now. 10 likes right now. Let me go look. I'm gonna fucking pull your cards. Good shout out, Big Dub.
Yes, thank you.
Six likes, and we had one before the stream started. That was probably Alan. I'm gonna guess it was Alan.
I see 7.
Okay, you said there was 15 last week, and when I stopped the stream, there was like 5. No, there was like 5.
People must have disliked them. That's crazy because there was 15.
I don't believe it, bro. So I meant to tell you about that.
No, I'm telling you, I would check. There was 15 when I refreshed right before we ended. Thumbs up. Kenny
says Rin Katakura, Veni, and Maki Ito stood out for me. There you go. Jimmy says, "Where's Kenny, the HW trio?" Woo, he's right above you, motherfucker. Pay attention. Yeah, way too many shots of Henny right now. New World, great podcast. You guys keep getting better, better and better. Appreciate that, brother. I wonder if I know that. Veni is genderless, non-binary. Listen, I don't fuck with non-binary. I just don't. It's she's in a women's tournament. She's a woman. I don't care what her gimmick is. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be like, you're non-binary. Like, yeah, you were born a fucking woman, or you were born a man, or you want to be a woman, or you want to be a man, whatever the fuck. But you're he or she. You're in a women's tournament, I'm going to refer to you as a woman. You can hate me all you want. It's just facts. Like, scientifically facts. Simon's really trying to push me on this, bro. He's getting me fired up. Jimmy says, "How's it feel to finally hit double digits?" Feels good, man. And Big Dub says he only sees 2 likes. I see 6 on the.
I see 8 now.
On the stream, but Jimmy says 5-year-olds can also count and read better than Bill. Now they're just fucking HWOing each other, Simon, Kenny, and Jimmy. And Simon says, "New World, stop sucking up to Bill. HWO for life." Listen, they'll join you, I'm sure, shortly. But all right, let's get back to the show, man.
Yeah.
All right, I just want to keep. There's so much going on in the chat right now, which we that's what we want. So shout out to you guys in the chat, man. You guys are a big part of this show for us. So that's kind of what we wanted all along. So thank you guys for being with us. All right, so let's get to Dynamite. We'll start the show off with Hangman and Hardy versus TH2, and basically my only note is and even Hangman didn't do enough for me to want to watch the other 3.
Yeah, it was vanilla.
So I honestly just basically fucked around on my phone. So I have no official notes. So take it over, and then we'll talk about the ending, because I did watch the ending.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have too many notes. It was pretty vanilla. It was I feel like it was not one of Hangman's best matches. I don't know what it was. He felt a little stiff. That didn't come out right. He looked a little stiff in the ring.
Hey, however you like it, baby. I support you either way.
But yeah, I guess you and I were on the same wavelength. I really didn't take much otherwise. End was pretty cool. I guess he had a double box shot lariats from Page on both guys, which is pretty cool. And then Hardy, of course,
I did catch that. Yeah,
that was nice. And then Hardy got the twist of fate, which is still a move apparently, and that was the end of the match. The post match, again, Matt Hardy he's obviously in big money Matt mode, but it's a very diluted version of it. It feels like version 1 Matt Hardy cosplaying as big money Matt. That's what I noted. That's what it feels like to me, because I've seen Big Money Matt. I saw he was performing at the time, before he did the whole broken gimmick, and I thought it was a lot more Ted DiBiase like, a lot more arrogant like, and just a lot more animated than what we were seeing here. Mm-hmm. And the whole thing with the mascot coming out, and oh no, this is really what you signed, and it was kind of, it felt very cartoonishly silly, the entire scenario, to me at least.
Yeah, he basically, when he came, at the end, he basically told him that, I duped you last week. Hardy didn't believe him. You get the whole, I got to see the contract. Yeah, bring the contract out. The contract was a stipulation of first quarter earnings. If Hangman beats Hardy at Revolution, it was a match at Revolution for first quarter earnings of 2021. Yeah. If Hardy loses, he has to give Hangman his earnings. So he says, I don't believe you. Bring out the contract. He has the mascot bring out the contract. Maybe Kenny could tell me the mascot's name. I forget his name, but he brings out the contract. Hardy sees it. He goes, well, how about if I win. I get your first quarter 2021 earnings. And Hangman being the baby face, he agrees. Then he gets attacked from behind by the mascot. Mascot turns out to be Cassidy. Hardy basically says, I'll give you guys, TH2, some money to jump on him. They attack him, beat him down. So maybe they'll end up with Matt Hardy. You never know. 2 tag teams, I don't know. It's kind of too much. And now comes the Dark Order. -1, a.k.a. Brodie Jr., leading the charge, rallying the troops, sending them in. They run off the heels, and Hangman just some gratitude. And, I like the Dark Order Hangman thing. I really do. Where it's going to end up, I don't know. I don't know that he needs to be in a group, because I think Hangman's he's a star. Like, he's a star.
He works better solo for sure.
Right. So, him and Kenny were really good. Really good. I like them as a tag team.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think he fits in with Dark Order, just not how I would prefer him. So I think him on his own is better. So it was nice to see that, though. I love that Brodie Jr. now has his own mask that fits, and it looked bad as fuck, dude. Like bad isn't good. Bad isn't good. Like bad is hell. Like whatever. You get what the fuck I'm saying.
Bad.
It looked good as 80s bad. It looked like fucking Michael Jackson bad. It was awesome. Had the -1 on it. It was fucking. It shit was hot. I really liked it. So it was cool to see him finally in a mask that fits, and I just dug it. I really did.
The only other note I had is that I felt like it was a bit weak that they're fighting for money, basically. Oh, I'm going to have your earnings, or you're going to have my earnings. Of all the types of stipulations you can have in wrestling, other than, back in the day, you had the $15,000 if you slam Andre the Giant. It's silly, I think, to have money as a stipulation.
Jackson DeVille, that's right, the mascot. Here's the deal. It works for me because he's doing the money gimmick. The money he's doing the gimmick where he's taking 30% of private parties' earnings. So think about it in that term. He's just getting the action. He's getting the new action figure. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of it works. I mean, I know what you're saying, but have you ever had that stipulation that you can think of? I can't remember that stipulation.
Not necessarily for specific earnings. No. But even
so, I mean, it's new. It's different.
Yeah, I guess it's different.
Hey, listen, teach their own, right? And let me answer the question that was proposed by Simon in the chat. I think he deleted it. Simon likes deleting his shit, man. I don't know, what he's trying to do. Oh man, they are chatting away. Holy fuck! I had to scroll way up. Oh, there it is. No dark review today. No dark review. I didn't have anything interesting on there, and Alan, I don't believe, did either. Right?
Yeah, and just to briefly segue in terms of dark. Yeah, what I was telling Bill before we got on is that it's a shame that they don't seem to be having the waiting room anymore. It's been a couple weeks at least since we've seen the waiting room, and I felt like that was a bright star in dark. That it actually, gave a reason to watch more than just having 13 matches in a row. So they had it on Dynamite, a couple times, and now it's just not happening, and I don't know why. But yeah, I feel like you could feel its absence from dark when it's not on there.
Yeah, I agree. I think they should have kept it going if they plan to stop. I mean, they've had a week hiatus here and there, but. I think it's been 2 weeks now.
At least 2 weeks,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. I did watch the Bear Country a little bit, part of their match, just to see how they are, and they went over, so that was good. They went over against Chaos Project, so that now means when you see that, because Chaos Project been around and they made them an official tag team and both guys are signed. Now that the Bear Country went over them, Bear Country is going to be on Dynamite soon and being somewhat in the mix, maybe losing, but being there, like some of the younger guys like Darius and was it Top Flight. So that's a good thing to look forward to. And let me see, I just lost where we were in the chat. Let's get back to the chat. I mean, this is good. We got a lot of chat going. So Simon says the HW are just waiting to start their own podcast. Kenny says this podcast would have stopped at 30 if it wasn't for the HWO. Let's be real here. Jimmy, what was the train wreck episode? The origin episode? What is origin episode of Alamus? There you go. Yeah, with Alamus Prime, where the HWO saved the day. That was a good show. Simon says Jim, still to this day the very best episode. Damn time zones for the HWO podcast getting you in the way. That's from Big Dub. Uncensored. Jimmy says Uncensored Alliance couldn't afford an HWO podcast. Listen, we'll put you on. We'll put you on to you guys want to do a podcast. We'll fucking put you on, man. You fucking host it and everything. Who leads the HWO? And then that's from New World. And Simon says big money HWO. Jimmy says, I mean, we're all three of us in charge pretty much. New World says, I feel you all need a leader, and I'm here. That's
pretty good.
Jimmy says, -1 is the GOAT, for sure. Big Dub, HWO is like anonymous, no leader. Simon says, New World, can you grow a handlebar mustache? Oh, my God. Jimmy says, I mean, you could be our Virgil, or Buff Bagwell. Simon says we definitely need a Virgil. Already got New World says already got the handlebar stash. Oh man, this chat is on fire today, huh? Smoko beware. What is it? Oh my God. Here we go. Hold on. I was gonna stop and get back to the show, but hold on. Simon says Sting could be our Virgil. Big Dub says Soul Train Jones in AEW. Jimmy says Sting's still on his back as of the time of this podcast. Simon says Soul Train New Order. Smoko beware, Jimmy. What the fuck is that? Oh, man. All right. Let me read it. All right, fuck these guys. Fuck them. All right, let's move on.
All right.
So what do we got? We got Riho and Deeb. Okay. I'm gonna have a little I'm gonna be a little bipolar here.
Right.
Way too much technical reverse work in the beginning. Way too much. Like it went on for 50 minutes too long. Smooth as fuck.
Yeah.
It was smooth the whole way.
It was.
But it was just too much. I get the technical reversing shit. But 4 minutes of it in a row in the beginning of the match is if you got a 7-minute match, you can't have 4 minutes of technical reversals. You know what I mean? I don't know how long the match went. I'm just throwing numbers out there. But anyway, catch us live Sundays, 3:05 Eastern, United States time. Forgot to mention that. So that's a little, talk about bipolar. I'll throw a little bipolar in this fucking breakdown here. So, yeah, but for my money, it's just all right. 400th reversal later, you're just fucking kick your TV. But either way, hell of a match. That's where the bipolar comes in.
Yeah.
That's where the bipolar comes in. I got to say, this is a good fucking match. Riho's back. We know Riho can do her thing. People shit on her for her size. She's a woman, man. It's not Marco's stunt.
Yeah.
So her size being a woman doesn't really faze me any. I see her more like a Rey Mysterio, where I don't see Marco stunt like a Rey Mysterio. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I'm glad Rio's back. That's great timing. The work was overall between both women was great. So that's pretty much where I fit on this match.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was awesome. The thing that actually surprised me was the finish. I kind of thought that Deeb was going to go over here.
I didn't think so. I thought Riho's back.
Mm-hmm.
She's the ex-champ. And I was just wondering how they were gonna put Riho over Deeb
Mm-hmm.
because Deeb is the NWA champ. So that's kind of where I was like, she might lose.
That's one of the reasons I
but
thought Deeb was going to win.
I still thought Riho was gonna win, but they did the knee brace. That's how they sold Deeb being able to take the loss. Obviously, Deeb worked on Riho's legs as well, so they both had bum legs. But I get it. I mean, I get that they protected Deeb with the knee.
Yeah.
I don't think honestly, I saw it and I took it for that, but I don't think the announcers did a good job of calling that out. If you know, I don't usually listen to announcing much, but I did notice a lack of them calling out Deeb's knee. They mentioned it a few times, but I think they really needed to sell it. And that would have protected her more being the NWA
That's
champ.
true. They didn't spend a lot of time focusing on that being an issue. That's a good point. It would have told a better story.
Big Dub, don't say that, bro. Fuck Austin Gunn, all right? That's Shida's my girl. Relax. But yeah. So that was it.
All right.
That's all I have.
Yeah.
On it.
But I think it's a good it's a good indicator, hopefully, of how this tournament's going to go. I think it's going to be a very entertaining tournament.
Yeah, I think there's a couple good matches. You know, we still got Anna Jay and Tay.
Yep.
ATA still got a little chance
Yep.
in there, but I don't know that either one of them are going to move on.
Probably not.
But you know, we'll see. Stranger things have happened.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So then we get the Jade and Shaq promo. I mean, more Jade the better. You apparently are about to shit on it. I had no problem with it. People are like, why are they shooting baskets?
Yeah, it's like that's how you're shooting baskets.
like-
That's how you're training for your wrestling match. It was silly.
Listen, they're just, to me, I just looked at it as like they're training together.
Yeah, all right.
And they're both basketball people.
That's true.
Shaq is obviously, we know Shaq is a NBA player, you know, ex NBA player, world, champ, analyst, and Jade played in college.
Yeah.
So I don't know if she went beyond that, but so they're both basketball players. It don't bother me that they're not in the ring bumping, whatever. They're kind of just putting them in their comfort zone, like, you know, Shaq's comfort zone. I'm sure there's going to be more of this. What is it? Next week? Or, no, 2 more weeks, right?
The third is next week.
Is it already? God. No
Wait, hold
way.
on. No, sorry.
No,
It's the following week. This coming week's the 22nd through the 26th. We got 2 more weeks.
So you know what? You know what I almost guarantee is going to happen? I mean, write this shit down. At least research my ass. I don't care. You want to attack me because I'm wrong. I almost guarantee next week there'll be an in-ring workout thing with them. I'll almost guarantee it. Because now you got the basketball. They're both into basketball. So they get their little basketball thing. Then they have the little wrestling thing next. So, you know, I have a feeling there'll be something else just to put Shaq on TV anyway.
Yeah.
So, before we jump, go ahead. I mean, I didn't give you your shot at this.
No, that's fine. That's pretty much
you
it.
kinda
I mean, I do feel
you kind of side on it. Go ahead. So let's hear your.
Okay, you're training for a wrestling match. You're training to do something that you're not very necessarily good at, right? That's like me. Okay, I have never eaten 60 pounds of sushi before. So to train for this, I'm eating a lot of hamburger or a lot of pizza, stuff that I'm used to eating a lot of. How is that going to train me for the sushi? You understand? It's like you're doing what you're best at in order to train for something that you're going to be completely, again, on paper, out of your element in. It felt like it was just the way to what's the word? It was almost like voyeurism. It was almost like, it just felt like a way to glorify, oh, we're good at basketball. Okay, let's show a little bit of us being good at basketball. It felt unnecessary.
Well, I think the most egregious thing of this whole vignette was Shaq hitting a free throw.
Yeah, that's right.
Because it's fucking hilarious. I swear to fucking God, when he threw the ball up for the free throw, I thought they were gonna have him miss it purposely as a fucking as a joke. Because we got to put the comedy into wrestling now.
Yeah.
I mean, finally they don't put the comedy into wrestling where I would like them to put the comedy into the wrestling, right? So I thought as it's going up and they switch from him to the under the basket, it goes in. I'm like, man, I was fucking as they switch cameras, I go, he's gonna miss it. They're gonna make him miss it, and he fucking made it. So I think that's the more egregious part of the whole vignette than anything.
That actually would have been hysterical.
I would have popped if he missed it. Like literally, I was like, this ain't gonna go in because this is Shaq. I mean, they gotta play it up, but they didn't play it up. I really thought that of all the comedy shit that I can't stand, or even whatever you can't stand, I can't speak for you, but like that would have been the one spot where perfect for a comedy.
I agree.
A piece of comedy, you know what I mean?
It would have been a nice non wink wink, kind of thing for Shaq. So
yeah. Let's see if there's anything good in this chat. I mean, it's fucking broken down in here, so it was great to start off this chat. Just a heads up to everybody who's listening after the fact. It was great. Now it just started to break the fuck down. These guys, they're getting out of control. We can't keep them fucking wrangled in here. Kenny said that was a match of the night. I'll have to see as I go down the list here, but yeah, I think honestly that was the match of the night, Kenny. I'm not gonna lie. That is the Riho and Serena Deeb match. Let's see. Big Dub says less Shaq the better. I mean, yeah. I mean, but the more Shaq helps the fans come in, Jimmy says Jay was showing Shaq how to shoot free throws finally. Simon says, Bill, can you remove your ladder from Jade's bedroom window, you stalker? That's great. Kenny says, don't let the video package distract you from the fact Shaq hit a three-pointer, right? That's what well, I guess it was a three-pointer. I don't know. I didn't pay attention, like, where he was standing, but, yeah, it was pretty fun. Like, the whole thing, him hitting, it would have been great if he didn't hit it. Jimmy says, this show's research sucks so bad they can't even get the date right. It's a wonder why they made it to 3:05 every Sunday. Oh, man. Simon says, Bill cutting Alan out of the show little by little. I want Alan to speak up more. I just kind of lead the dance. He needs to jump in here. Alan loves sushi, confirmed by Big Dub. I do. Oh my God, Simon, you're not even going to get me to read that. Oh my God, man. The worst. All right, on to the next. So, in the ongoing saga of Team Taz, I apologize. Wow. My notes are so slim for this one that we got Orange Cassidy versus Luther. Short and sweet, meant to get Orange over. I mean, that's nothing more to it. Another match I didn't really watch because I don't give a fuck. I don't care about Luther. We knew Orange was going over. There was it's like a dark match. No reason for me to watch.
It felt like a dark match actually too. Pretty much. I felt like this card overall had way too much dark vibes to it. Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't think that this was the greatest show overall. Obviously, all shows aren't going to be great, but I just thought there was a little more that could have been done. And the fact that everything's a goddamn multi-man match is getting tiresome.
And that's, again, what they're doing. It's, yeah.
So, here we go. Team Taz comes out. They basically call out Sting. They're in the middle of the ring. They call out Sting. I think, who was missing? Starks and Will Hobbs?
I think, yes, those were the,
I think that,
that's right.
Because of the snow and shit, those guys couldn't make it in. So eventually Sting's music hits. We get more snow. like the world needs more snow. Honestly, I do. Every time this music hits, I need that snow. So I'm not gonna front. I mean,
it's actually a cool effect.
that is.
It is a cool effect.
I mean, honestly, I mean, seriously, what is there a better entrance effect that you can remember in pro wrestling?
I mean, you've got a lot of pyro, you've got a lot of special
Pyro's whack.
Pyro's actually pretty cool if it's done properly. I know you're not an Undertaker guy, but I've always felt that his effects were always fantastic whenever he would come in. He would always differ them up. But the snow's a really nice touch, and for somebody who's been in the business as long as he has, it's pretty good.
I think the snow's like one of the best in
it's
my
pretty
opinion
good.
as far as entrance, additions. So let's see. So all right. So anyway, Sting's music hits. He comes out. Taz starts cutting his promo, and I don't know if Taz could say bat anymore, but he's probably still saying bat. He's probably saying bat every other word for the last week. I don't know what the fuck. Bat, 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 bat. Like, all right, Taz. Jesus Christ. Change it up a little bit. I get your fucking, so whatever. That kind of took me out of it. So obviously with Taz saying bat 999.99% of the time, Sting puts down the bat, takes off his jacket. He throws the jacket at Cage, gives him the fucking belly kick. He does the old patented cross punch chop in the corner, which is a fucking, I love. And then we get Hook, jumps on the back of Sting with the bat, tries to choke him. Sting gets out, puts Hook away. Then Cage gets the upper hand, powerbomb Sting.
Which launched the memes of 1,000 memes. It's like so many memes that came off of that.
So here's the deal, all right? I jumped into this powerbomb Sting thing way too fast. I should have really milked this one. My apologies there, but so they get the upper hand, and of course Cage gets the powerbomb on Sting. Solid powerbomb. Sting eats power bombs for breakfast. He had a nice program with a guy we are all familiar with, Big Van Vader, for a long time, and he took many power bombs from said wrestler who was not known to be, who's been known to be stiff, not such a gentle wrestler. So I'm sure spinal stenosis or whatever, be damned, Sting wasn't bothered by it. However, I fucking was sitting there. My girl happened to be sitting on the couch, the other couch. I'm on the little love seat. I'm watching. She just happened to stop in for a bit. She's watching. So she's watching me, watching Sting get powerbombed. And I'm like in this like this. I have this like look and like, I'm like, I don't know. Like my body must be. I probably look like Chuck Liddell when he's watching fights. I don't know if you ever seen Chuck Liddell while he's watching. He's like all over the fucking place. I probably looked like that, and she's like, "What is wrong with you?" I go, well, Sting had the fucking issue with his neck, and that's the first time he's taken his bump since that. So, but it was funny that I kind of had that reaction, but I was also the person who's like, he's fine. That was also my mindset. But then he takes the bump, and I'm like, I got this fucking whole vibe to me, and it's funny that she's looking at me like I'm a crackhead, So I got a kick out of that. I started laughing about it. And, I got a little nervous. I'm not going to lie. I mean, but I'm glad to see him take that bump. And I'm hoping he can do a little more than just cinematic matches, You put him in there like couple 8-10 minute matches, regular matches, and maybe every once in a while do a bigger match with somebody for 15 minutes, 20 minutes. His moveset's not too risky.
Right.
It's just more what somebody does to him, So, I think that was a nice test, and I like that they actually did it. I like Sting that went, Sting probably was like, "Listen, man, just fucking do it. Put the power bomb on me. I want to just get this fucking Band-Aid ripped off and get people to shut the fuck up." Because honestly, since he's debuted, everybody's just, could Sting? Oh, he's got spinal stenosis. Like, if I fucking hear it again, I'll kick the fucking whatever I'm listening to it on through the fucking window, 300 style. TV, phone, whatever I read it on or hear it on, just kick it through the window.
Well, he apparently, from what I was reading, and I don't know how official this is, but apparently he was wearing protection not that kind of protection.
Research.
But yes,
back
a little bit of research.
back protection.
Yeah, he was wearing some kind of back or even torso protector, apparently to be able to take the bump, which is great. But the thing of it is that,
I mean, yeah, he wears a shirt now. So
what's that?
Yeah, he wears a shirt now. So I mean, if he could wear it, why not?
Exactly. And I don't know how much that's going to necessarily protect the neck, but
right.
Either way, it was impressive he was able to take it. I guess we'll see now how he feels afterwards, and and go from there. But
he sold it well too. Like kind of it's funny because in the memes you could see like where he's like cross-eyed, which is fucking hilarious. They get that over the top shot where he's got that cross-eye. It cracks me up. It really does.
I gotta tell you, dude, you're getting fed your ass right now in this chat.
I didn't even bother listening, man. I didn't even bother looking, bro. Like, let me see. There's gonna be a little silence right now while I catch up.
The chat, by the way, just to let everybody know and consider this a compliment. This chat is more entertaining than AEW's products. So there you go. I'm very entertained.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna read this shit because fuck these guys. But I'll read this one. Bill, can you remove your ladder from Sting's bedroom window, stalker? So he's using the same Jade joke on me. Jimmy says Goldberg didn't have much for wrestling, but he had an entrance. That entrance was whack. Some guy stalking to the ring. Fucking normal pyro. Him throwing stupid shadow boxing. It's not fucking Snow, baby. With good music too. I gotta be honest, the new music's great. And the video package as well.
Yeah.
Not gonna answer that. Not gonna read that one.
I'm like thinking like he's not gonna read this or this or this or this or this.
I'm not gonna read that one. You guys could go back and read this shit in the live stream. So come watch the live stream on YouTube. Please like it, subscribe, hit the bell. So if you're listening to this on audio and you want to see what these fuckers are saying, I'm gonna leave it to the imagination. You could go search it down. Let's see. Man. Oh my God, these guys are the worst. Oh my God.
Jimmy does say, break free of my chains and read the comments. Well, I some of the stuff here, I am gonna give Bill first crack if it's something that's gonna be relating to him that's pretty personal. So I'm gonna try. I'll try to be respectful to my co-host.
Alan, a WWE Homer confirmed. I think that's because you said that.
WWF Homer.
I think that's because you said the chat is more entertaining than AEW. Thank you, Cthulhu.
It's a hell of a lot worse saying the WWE.
Thank you, Cthulhu. Appreciate that. Jimmy says, Alan, break free of your chains and read the comments. Cthulhu says, don't listen to the negative people who just want to troll. Nah, it's all good. These are our people, man. It's all good. They're actually like a huge part of the show for us, so. Simon says, Alan, do it. Jimmy says, Bill's triggered as fuck. Simon says, Alan, take control and do it. Man, they're trying to egg you on. They want you to join HWO. Kenny, Bill is mad salty right now. Oh, man. Yeah, Jimmy says, Alan, you could be the macho man of HWO if you read these comments. That's fucking great.
Yeah, Bill's getting roasted. Getting a little roasted based on the things that he says. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's not much of balls to read it either. No.
Man.
And grandstand.
That's so fucking great. All right, I'm not gonna we'll move on. Go ahead. What do you got to say about this whole shenanigans?
Uh,
We'll let you cap it off, and then we'll move to the next.
well, yeah. I mean, the only thing I'll say, is pretty much, well, what they did here, they should have done in week 2 instead of week 16.
I wouldn't say week 2, but I think
week 4 maybe.
I think three or 4 I would have said would have been good, and kind of like no talk, like everything's like we're about to talk and then something happens. So it's literally just Sting walking to the ring 99% of the time.
That's how he's earning his check.
Basically. So that was weird booking to me.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it felt like he
who the fuck knows
the check in this segment. So
Big Dub, let me call in and I'll read them live. I control the fucking call in, so you're not getting in. Son of a bitch. Alan swerves me and adds him to the chat. Imagine because you can put him on the Skype. I'm a little back scratcher here. All right, let's move on, man. So we get Marvez a creeper again. I mean, fucking Marvez, dude. This time he's like ultra creep. He's hanging around a bunch of kids, bro, waiting for Kenny.
That was a little whack. I didn't really know what to think of that.
Oh my god. Motherfucking Simon. Got me. But yeah, it was like weird, so Kenny's reading to the kids, and of course he's reading he's reading the Young Bucks book, So the fact that he starts reading an excerpt where they're talking about Kenny being, the fact that New Japan's business picked up, and then the little kid. One of the best parts of this whole thing was the little kid asking Kenny, "Are those two in love?"
Yeah.
Because of the cover of the book. That is the fucking worst cover. That is the second best attack on that book I've heard. The first was from what's his name from the Acclaimed.
Oh,
Max Caster's when Max Caster did the rhyme.
Yeah.
That and then this little kid. I mean, those are fucking great burns on that book. So, then of course Cal's like, let's get the hell out of here, and bails, and they want to play. Kenny, can we play? He's like, I'll leave you Nak. And he leaves Nakazawa to get beat up by a bunch of kids. So, just. I got a kick out of it. I mean, it's cool. It was a good little segment. It wasn't.
It was entertaining. It was silly, but it was entertaining.
Yeah, it was silly, but not in an awful way. You know what I mean? It wasn't too over the top. Where sometimes something like that maybe could go a little too far.
Yeah, I mean, the thing with Kenny and Callis is they're having to draw a fine line, because I feel like I want to see Kenny be a lot more of a serious heel. But ever since they've had him paired with Callis, I'm seeing more comedy than real, like, ferocity. You know what I mean? And I don't know how I feel about that, because I kind of did want to see more of a serious, true heel gimmick coming out of Omega than we're seeing here. And this is kind of like the top of that cake, where it's like, okay, this is like pure comedy now. That it was fine, it was okay, pure comedy, but that's basically what it is. And I kind of want to see, you've got this big world being built with Callis at the head, grabbing all these guys from different organizations. It should be a lot more of a serious story than this portion of it is being delved at. You know what I mean?
I can see what you're saying. It's kind of going. It started how you're saying you wanted it, and it's starting to kind of meander into what you're saying you prefer it not to be. And I'm kind of with you. I'm kind of with you there. But I'm still enjoying it. Like it's fun. Real quick, there's a couple comments here that I thought are funny that I should read. Jimmy says, "Who's the bigger creep, Bill or Marvin?" That's funny. That was a good one. And then wait, let me see. And then Big Dub says a Sting there, so I'm wondering. I'm assuming he means after what Jimmy just said. All right. A little more silence here. Hold on, I'm trying to catch up to what these guys are saying. I'm not giving them shine. Okay. So Kenny's follow up to that is imagine Bill is Marvez whenever Sting is shown backstage, just creeping up on him for an interview. That would be fucking funny. You guys listen. You know what you do is start tweeting and start a tweet and Instagram storm to Tony Khan that you want me to be the Marvez for Sting.
There you go.
That's it. I mean, fucking get me on the show, fellas. And Simon says, apart from no interview, only creeping. He just wants me to creep. Oh, man. Big Dub says, Cyrus needs to be off TV. Keep him away from Kenny. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind him. Like, I think he actually played a really good role early on. And, like I just said, it's kind of getting into where Alan was just mentioning, you know? Jimmy says Bill and Marvez do rock, paper, scissors to see who creeps first. I don't know. I mean, I guess they're leaning into this whole Marvez thing, but I'm not the biggest fan of it.
Yeah.
So then we move on to Santana and Ortiz versus the Bucks. This was a great match. You know, we know the Bucks can work.
Yeah.
You
when
know,
they don't have to talk, they're great.
Matt Jackson can't sell a lick, but he could work. You know, I'm a big Santana and Ortiz guy. Obviously, they lost the match. There was a possibility they could have won to set up an inner battle there, but that didn't happen.
I honestly thought that's where they were going. I thought that they were going to win, and I thought that was going to set up the whole inner circle civil war. I kind of feel like they missed an opportunity with that.
I thought it might have. I believe Big Dub had mentioned that last week when he joined us. You know, I thought that there was a possibility, but then I said, nah, unless they were going to go on a run with the title for a while, it would be too quick to flip the titles. They flipped the titles quick already. Mm-hmm. So I leading into the show, I kind of started to feel that way again, but then ultimately I was like, I doubt it. It would have been good. However, I have a possible thought process of what may happen at Revolution. I have a feeling that Santana Ortiz might be joined by Zelina Vega, Thea, whatever. I forget her name, her last name. But I believe her name is Thea.
Yeah,
right? So,
yeah.
I have a feeling there might be something there where she has maybe gotten in their ear, or it's the start of it where she gets in their ear, or maybe her and MJF. Like I said, I would like Santana Ortiz, so maybe there's something behind the scenes with her where she shows up with MJF, and you know, I think that would be a nice little foursome.
It would. That would be a good combo.
And she wrestles too, so that would be nice. Yeah, so I have a feeling she might be coming at Revolution. Just a possible thought.
Yeah.
So anyway, after the match, Inner Circle attacked the Bucks. Kenny wants to help out. They show Kenny in the back. You know, they did the whole joke where the WWF wrestlers watched the fucking TV like sideways. Yes. You know, They did that during the match. They showed that during the match, and they pan back to that where Kenny's like, we should help him, and Don's kind of holding him back, and he's no, we can't go out there. We can't go. He's like, I'll send the guys out. So he sends the Good Brothers out, and the Good Brothers look like they run off, but they take their sweet ass time getting in the ring. They were in no rush, obviously, and this is again playing up to the whole situation that's been going down with them. I mean, it literally got to the point where I don't know if this is lazy or this was kind of just part of the we're going to stroll in and not really attack. We're just going to kind of try to run them off. But I think it was Anderson literally walks to the ropes and just like waves Inner Circle out of the ring. I don't know if you caught that. Like, I don't know if it was lazy, like, hey, you're supposed to be bailing already, or if it was meant to be them just being lazy on purpose, not rushing in to help the Bucks. I don't. It's hard to know nowadays with the wrestlers because there's a lot of lazy motherfucking wrestlers nowadays.
There is. I'd like to think it was storyline related, that they were trying to be lazy on purpose to not really want to help out. That is how I looked at it. I didn't really think about the fact that that might just be them literally being lazy. But I could see that being possible. I hope it really was just a matter of, no, that was the story.
Yeah. What if Renee Michelle? Who's Renee Michelle?
Oh, I think that's her. Whatchamacallit. She's been on Dark. I'm trying to remember who she last wrestled.
Who the fuck is she?
She's one of their whatchamacallits. One of their performers.
Who?
AEW.
Yeah, but what? I know, but what is he talking about? He said she was on Dark. I don't know. Like, I don't know where she's from, but I don't know much about her. So
she's
Thea Trinidad. That's it.
She's Drake Maverick's wife. I don't know if you know who. Okay. Yeah, that's basically.
I've heard the name Drake.
Yeah,
Maverick.
she's his wife.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, guys, listen. You're talking to a guy who's like fucking 20 years out of rap. Like, I don't. And you're talking about women. I could give two flying fucks about women. Like, I didn't give a shit about women's wrestling until AEW, and it's even hard to keep that shit on. So that's just facts, man. I'm just spitting facts. Like, 20-some years not watching wrestling, or like 20 years not watching wrestling, and then not even giving a flying fuck about women's wrestling. I don't know, Renee Michelle. I kind of know, like I knew, what's her name was Thea. Couldn't remember her last name. I did know her last name. I just couldn't remember it. And Simon says he really enjoyed Cutler versus Mysterioso from Dark. Yeah, I was trying to, because I'm like, Mysterioso, I know the name. I know he's a luchador, but I'm trying to research, and I'm looking like, I never really seen him wrestle. I know the name, but is he the guy that's like 50? Is he the 54-year-old Mysterioso? Is he still the original Mysterioso? Is it Mysterioso Jr.? And I'm looking at pictures and trying to compare the two, and I'm going, none of these guys kind of fit this guy. And he didn't really like have a body like a 54-year-old guy would. He was pretty, he's looked like and he was moving like he was a young dude.
Yeah, I felt like that wasn't the original Mysterio.
Yeah, that's why I'm curious. Like, if any of you, it's like the same getup. It's almost the same getup, but I'm just wondering if you guys know anything. Maybe you guys know about that. Oh yeah, okay, Spud's wife. Okay, so okay, yeah, Jake Maverick, Rockstar Spud, right? Wasn't he with from what I remember reading, he was with Miro or something, or was that I don't know, in WWF, like just before he got released, he was with somebody, right?
I'm trying to remember.
Oh, EC3, was it EC3?
Oh, was it EC3? I mean, EC3 was there for a hot minute.
I don't know, man. Anyway, whatever. Jimmy says, Bill, stop this cap. You didn't research it. I don't know what cap is, bro. Stop with this fucking lingo, man. I'm not caught up with this fucking lingo.
I don't know what cap is either. CAP.
And Big Dub says Bill hates Google. And dude, you gotta lighten up your fingers, bro. You are fucking.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, dude, it is awful when you do your research.
There's the line of the night. It's awful when I'm trying to research here, and I can't.
We gotta cut that out. We gotta clip that. We gotta clip that. No, but even if you're just texting some random dude, like you're hitting somebody on the side that message you, you're like,
I'm researching. I'm typing things in as I'm looking at the chat and looking some things up and such. So yeah,
dude, it sounds like this.
That's the Mac. PCs.
It literally. I'm not even joking. It sounds
the Mac.
like that.
I know.
They're gonna.
When I'm at work and we're on Zoom calls and people are like typing on their Macs during the Zoom calls, it's the same damn thing. It's the Mac. It's not the PC. So I don't know why it sounds that way here, but yeah, sorry about that. I'll have to. I'm gonna stop researching.
You've been going hard on this. You don't usually type that much. This show, you've been typing your ass off, bro.
I've been looking at other things from the chat.
These guys are fucking with me, so I guess I am on edge. Simon says Bill's getting miffed. Let me see if Jimmy says what he was with EC3 and Impact. Okay, so I don't know. And you still didn't tell me what cat means.
Yeah, I don't know what cat means.
Oh yeah, Jimmy says we need to get a ma. Get the meatloaf out of Allen.
Ma, get the meatloaf.
Return of the Mac. Simon says, Alan, WD-40 your keyboard. Oh man. This is it.
I got people in this house laughing now.
Oh man.
I'm trying to hold it.
We can't just break. Yeah, we can't break this down into it. You can't have a laughing fit right
I
now,
know.
bro. I need you, bro. I need
All
you.
right.
Oh, cap equals lie,
Lie?
bro. Come on. Yeah, don't talk this little fucking skinny jean wearing rapper lingo, bro. Speak 90s fucking hip hop shit, you know? Cap. Bro, you're like 45, bro. Speak the good shit, the 90s shit. Oh, who's whistling?
Oh, sorry, that's somebody's phone here.
I'm just fucking around. I liked it. I liked it.
All right, you want to move on to the big gender reveal?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ. Bro, are you fucking kidding me?
What?
We can't even keep Brandy off TV for 9 fucking months while she's pregnant.
Oh, she's got.
And then they gotta give her a fucking gender reveal.
Yep.
Why? And it was like the awkward, quickest thing ever. As they're leaving, somebody's already coming to the ring.
Yep.
You didn't need to do this. Like, they didn't need to do this. This is nepotism at its finest. This is Cody being EVP and getting this. I don't hate Cody. I don't hate Brandy. I'm tired of Brandy, I'll be honest with you. Cody's like, he's like eye rolling at this point. And this is just even fucking makes it worse, bro. I don't know if they're trying to do this, if they want you to fucking eye roll them, if hate equals love either way, or interest either way. I don't know, but Jesus fucking Christ. We can't even keep this woman off TV for 9 fucking months.
Yeah, it felt like a grab for attention, honestly. It felt like, well, we want to be on TV. I always just roll my eyes. She's just like, oh, Cody doesn't even know. I'm going to surprise him here and now. It's like, get the hell out of here. No, you're not.
You know who I'd prefer to see a baby gender reveal of? Moxley and Renee Young.
Actually, yeah, that would be.
I'd rather see them fucking have a baby gender reveal on Dynamite.
I think that would probably be a lot more entertaining.
I definitely wouldn't eye roll it.
It's true.
You know? I wouldn't be fucking disgusted by it.
It's true.
I mean, shout out to them. Congrats, you know. There's no real true heat here. It's just, you know, it's all made up heat, you know? Not really. I'm kind of annoyed by it. I mean, I'm annoyed by all this fucking Brandy shit. Go ahead. Give me your take.
That's my take. It sucked.
That's it? All right.
It completely took me out of the show, along with 5 other things, but that really completely took me out of the show.
Yeah. So we get, next up is FTR versus Matt Sydal and Mike Sydal. Never even knew there was a Mike Sydal.
I didn't either. You know, when this came out, it felt like one of those soap operas. They just revealed the brother. Oh, look, he's got a twin brother, and he wrestles too.
Yeah, like General Hospital.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
I was just
brothers.
like, who the fuck is this?
Oh, man. Yeah, but like, from everything I've seen, everybody that I've seen has been like, who the hell's this guy? Where'd he come from, you know? So I really don't have much notes except the end of this, so feel free to jump in and say what you got to say about it.
I mean, I don't got too much. I thought it was a good match. You know, very good work in the ring for the most part. I don't think there's much else to really say. I mean, FTR did win. They weren't going to have just the unknown Sydal brother win with his brother, so that didn't really surprise me too much. But then, yeah, like after the match, we got Dr. Sampson call into the ring. And FTR takes the kit, they grab the scissors, they go to cut Mike's hair, and the lights go out. And then on the big screen, this felt very WWE to me. You know, on the big screen, you see Luchasaurus' mask that was cut by FTR, and the lights go up, Jurassic Express is in the ring.
Yep.
And it looks like, you know, Luchasaurus has a new mask, basically.
Yeah, you noticed the horns are longer?
Yes.
Did you notice
that? So new action figure, basically, is what it comes down to. Oh, let's release the new Luchasaurus.
We need the Dynamite from fucking February 2021 Luchasaurus.
Exactly. So he and Jungle Boy came out, and they took out FTR. And but yeah, that whole sequence felt very WWE.
Yeah, I don't know if there's anything I'm less interested in than Jurassic Express versus FTR. However, Dax versus uh, Jungle Boy, I'm into that. Excuse me. I'm more interested in that. So after that, we get a Moxley promo. It's always good with a Mox promo. He addresses everybody: Kingston, Kenta, and Kenny. He lines them all up, knocks them all down. Obviously, they got the match coming up right after that, the six-way tag match, and that is Kingston, Butcher and the Blade versus Moxley, Phoenix, and Archer.
Too many people.
Pretty much. Yeah, okay. I've been saying this a lot lately. Nothing but like my notes. Nothing but mayhem. Not a lot of organization, but not bad.
It wasn't,
but not bad.
It was decent chaos. It was hard to take notes for it
right.
because again, it is one of those bad matches.
Yes.
But at least it was entertaining because you did have very good people in the ring. It wasn't just like let's pick this tag team and this tag team and throw in other people. This was actually decent talent that was in the ring.
Right, and even in my notes, I say I want to kill these matches lately, but I want to kill these matches, but lately when they've been all over the place, they've been clean. Mm-hmm. So they've been clean matches.
Yes.
I one thing that I want to take note of, how they've been way more cognizant of the diving on guys on the outside. They've been more cognizant of not just lollygagging around. They've had someone there to guide those guys and hold them for the guy to do the move on to.
Yeah.
So they've been a lot more on point with that. It looks a lot less bullshit. So I really dig that. I like that they're adding that more into it. I mean, every week it seems like they've got people holding the opponent there, so it doesn't look so contrived.
Exactly.
Which, hey, if that's what comes out of what Jim Ross did publicly, that's makes sense. It's not hard to do. It's not hard to fit into the match. No. You know what I mean? I could see the dive on top of a group of 6 guys that are brawling outside, and then all of a sudden they turn around, a guy dies on. I could understand that. I could look past that. But when you got 3 guys just like all milling about, acting injured, and then look up to catch a guy, that's ridiculous. You know? So I do like the cognizance of them now having someone out there to hold them in place. So as far as the match before the finale of the match, what do you got on it? What was your take off it?
I mean, like you said, it was a lot of chaos, but at least it was controlled chaos. At least, again, these guys they're not young indie guys who are just flying all over the place, which makes it worse, especially again when you're trying to land on, if you're trying to do a dive onto 3 guys who are just milling about. So if you're going to have a 6-man tag, this is probably the best talent, or at least some of the best talent that you can have in there to do that.
Yeah, I agree.
So
Jimmy says AEW desperately needs another show for all this talent. I really don't want to see a 6-man tag belt. I agree. Fuck a 6-man tag belt. Fuck a women's tag team belt. Don't want to see either. I would see a third and last title in the men's division. That would be, as far as women, a tag title maybe fucking 10 years down the line.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think that's anytime soon. But I agree with you. 6-man title, I would just spit on it. A third title. All the main companies have had a third title. Well, WWF didn't, right? They had IC in the world.
Well, they had the European.
Well, before all that, I'm talking when wrestling was.
Yeah, IC in the world.
For me, I enjoyed the TV, US, and world title in WCW. So 3 titles max. I think I agree with you on the second show. I really wish they would kind of change Dark back to a normal show and start showcasing talent in less of a squash role and more of a even if it's just mid-tier guys opening the way for all top guys on Dynamite. You know what I mean? lower mid card guys going at it and having their own storylines. I just wish they would kind of get to that already and change what they changed Dark to, change it almost back to what it was, but not what it was, because what it was again 8-man tags, 12-man. It was just like, again, it was almost like what you don't want it to be now. Just they were doing it on Dark just to get people in the show.
Yeah.
So anyway, after the match, out come the Good Brothers. They attack Moxley. Then Kenny comes out and he basically tells Moxley he'll give him that rematch, but he wants it to be an exploding barbed wire death match, which I kind of popped. I liked FMW, I liked IAWA, I liked Big Japan Pro Wrestling. Like, I like that shit. I didn't like all the stuff, obviously, but I think a barbed wire exploding death match is actually fairly easy to pull off. I think it looks good. It's visually good. And I like the fact that Kenny's trying to get in the dirt with Mox like he did early on when Mox came in. So I really like that, considering Kenny has been, known as the best in the world, as just a pure wrestler. And he's even said, like, I want to be the best wrestler everywhere, not just, the pure wrestler. I want to death match it. I want to, tag match, everything. He wants to do it all. This is kind of playing off of that, so I like that. Then you get the Moxley headbutt, the typical headbutt that he's done. I think they like that now that he did that to Jericho, and he actually busted Jericho open by mistake. And I'm not sure if he really caught Kenny or Kenny kind of leaned over and just did a little cut to get a little blood going. But I think they're kind of leaning into that headbutt thing he does. But then they wrangle Mox back in, and then Kenny gives him the 2 hard ass V triggers, which I just love the V trigger, man. I don't know about
great.
you.
Yeah.
It just looks so devastating, and Kenny does such a good job with it. The follow through, he's got that Japanese shoot style, when he does that. So I really get into when he gets those off. And I mean, what was your take on this whole ending sequence here? What was your take on that stipulation?
So I loved it, and it's very, it's very CCW, ECW. It is something you haven't seen in a while. But again, this is the kind of Omega that I want to see. Like, this is a very serious match. He obviously has very serious intentions with it. And this is, again, you have like a tale of 2 Omegas. You've got this, which is exactly what I want to see. And then you got the comedy routine with the kids from earlier. And this is more of what I want to see as far as Omega goes. And this is great. I mean, yeah, I agree. This is not, I can't remember the last time we've seen this type of a match anywhere outside of ZCW or even ECW. So I'm very curious to see how they pull this off.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Oh, you know what? I did forget to mention. It is going to be interesting. Before I get to what Simon said, it is going to be interesting to see how they pull it off. I was wondering if maybe they would do it they would have a special ring set up in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
Like they did for the Stadium Stampede. But if you have a pay-per-view and people are in attendance for a pay-per-view, do you have to force them to watch that big match on a big screen? Or do you have specific seating set up where they can go from where they are and they have specific seating for those people in the stadium to watch the match?
I really hope it's the latter, because I think that if you're going to have people watch this on a screen, it's going to be a huge letdown.
It would be it would suck for the fans. And Kenny, I would hope that you're going to Revolution, man. Being that you're right there in town. Let me know. I'd like to hear if you're going. And like Simon said, Dory Funk was in attendance, man. I don't know if you caught that. Dory Funk was there in the crowd, and dude, Dory Funk looked fucking good. I mean, Dory Funk looked as old as he does now when he was in 1983. Yeah. So Dory Funk is this weird guy where he looked old as fuck when he was young, and he still looks the same as when he was young as he's old as fuck. Does that make sense?
It does.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he looked fucking great. I think he looked better now than he did in 81. I mean, I don't know.
His age.
I mean, he fucking looked amazing, man. I was good to see. I'm glad to see him in there, and that was awesome. Did I miss something? Because I might have missed something, because there was something that I felt like I missed writing down. But Kenny mentioned MJF. Was MJF on this at all today?
Oh yes, well MJF was
Did we
there.
miss that?
He was there when the Inner Circle came out. Hold on, let me look at my notes. I have everything typed out here.
When they attacked.
Yeah, give me a minute. You're not going to hear a lot of keyboard typing. You're going to hear a lot of scrolling now.
That's all right. I'm just fucking with you.
Shit, where was this? Yeah,
Kenny,
yeah.
where
yes, okay. Backstage, you had Santana and Ortiz talking about that match they were going to have. It was going to be their first title match in the company for about 18 months. And they basically said, fear is the reason they haven't been afforded the opportunity. And MJF took the mic and said he wanted an apology from Sammy about what happened last week. Jericho told MJF to shut up. We also saw him goading him on. And Jericho said that some of this is MJF's fault, but most of it is Sammy's fault. And ultimately,
so he's dead to him.
Yeah, so he's like, ultimately Sammy's stupid decision was quitting the Inner Circle, so he's dead to Jericho, and then he hyped up Santana and Ortiz. So yeah, you're right. We did not mention that, but that
I remember forgetting something, and that was it. So Kenny, my apologies. Usually Alan steps in when I fucking skip something.
I don't know why this one too, but yeah, you're right.
Yeah, my apologies, Kenny. You're right. MJF 2021. Didn't mean to fuck that up. But, are you going, Kenny? Are you going to be at Revolution? Let's hear it. Let me see. New World says, I'm honestly curious because Hogan was so terrible at wrestling. Stupid head shake thing, big kick, leg drop, end match. Yes! Tell that to Alan. That's Alan's fucking hero.
New World, you're dead to me.
That's fine.
Well, again, I am knowledgeable enough to understand that was the WWF version of Hogan. Hogan had many sides. When you had him in Japan, he was very different, and when you had him as the head of NWO, there was a lot more that he had on the table as well. So that's one little side to Hogan.
Yeah, the shitty side, and pretty much the only side. He did have a few good matches in Japan. Even I can't lie. But yeah. Jimmy says least research strikes again. How? What research did we not? We just didn't fucking take notes of it. That's not research.
We just missed the notes in our notes. I remember not doing any research.
Fuck you, Simon. Oh man.
Here's Eddie. Thank you, Eddie.
What was Hogan's? New World said, "What was Hogan's best feud?" And then he goes. Simon says, "New versus Bubba Love, Bubba the Love Sponge." That wasn't a feud though. They were friends. Bubba let him fuck his wife, and then what? He had the feud was with what was the company?
Crap, what was the name of that company?
I can't think of the company. Yeah, at least research strikes again.
Right, and I should know it, but I forgot the name of that stupid company. In any case, best feud, Roddy Piper.
Yeah, that's true. The Piper feud with Hogan, I guess you could say. It was too short. But that was
the problem with
that was in my opinion, that's just Piper. That's not Hogan. That's Piper. And yeah, there was no real good feuds with Hogan. There never was.
Wait,
I mean,
Orndorff. Are you kidding?
Orndorff and Hogan?
Yeah, absolutely. When Orndorff turned on him and they had those series of cage matches and shit in '87, come on. That was incredible.
Yeah, I don't remember much about it. I really, I'm not a Hogan guy, so I didn't really focus on it. But I'm not going to sit here and act like I know much about it. I really don't. But, I mean, Hogan's best feud. I mean, we got to say Sting, man. I mean, 97 was the greatest feud that
probably in WCW, that was his greatest feud.
I mean, honestly, there was nothing else in WCW with Hogan that even came close. And they didn't even wrestle for a whole year. It was a feud built on not even wrestling. Now,
Eddie mentioned Andre, and Andre, that is a great feud. The problem with Andre was just so short. It was really like 2 matches and 3 matches, and that was about it.
Yeah, that wasn't that good. I mean, Bushwhacker Luke. Simon says Bushwhacker.
Cheeky Luke. Baby. The Sheik, they had one match. I mean, that was the thing. Hogan won the
belt. Yeah, he really didn't have any great. He didn't really have any great feuds. Let's be real. And Eddie says he's talking crap about Mr. Hogan. We know Eddie's a Hogan mark.
You know, it's interesting, just very quick aside, you know, we're talking about Hogan, we're talking about Sting. There was a thing that was on Facebook the other day talking about like Hogan's last official match. And apparently it was against Sting in TNA. And I remember this too, but it was back in 2011. That was designated his last match where aces and eights, basically, they were beating up on Sting after Sting fought Hogan, and Sting's asking Hogan for help. And Hogan, you know, rips off the shirt, and the crowd went absolutely ape shit. Like, this was loud. And he teamed up with Sting, beat everybody up, and Sting's like, I want the real Hulk Hogan, I want the posing. It was cheesy, but it was a really cool, like, final match for Hogan. And nice last final interaction with Sting. So I know you didn't really watch that era at all, but it was pretty well done.
Yeah, for sure. Kenny, okay. Review the tag title match from the show that you skipped, and I'll reveal if I'm going to Revolution. We did. We reviewed it.
Yeah. I reviewed it.
We reviewed the match. No, we both did. The Bucks and the Bucks versus Santana Ortiz. I think you're a week behind, Mr. You need to research. I think you're a week behind. And they didn't even review it. They didn't even have a tag title match. It was a match for them to get in there, right?
It was not an actual title match.
Right. So, let me know, because either Kenny's fucking with me or I don't know.
What does this mean? Alan claims Hogan has layers tonight at 11. What's layers?
What is it?
Alan claims Hogan has layers tonight at 11. Oh, I get it. It's News at 11. Yeah. Hogan has layers.
News at 11.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
right.
Many,
but he does.
New World says, LOL, Bill always going to say Sting. He's right. But, I mean, honestly, if you go WCW, really? I mean, there's nobody that he had a better feud with. Taskmaster, Dungeon of Doom. I mean, Flair, if you want to say. I mean, Flair, you could say that.
That's actually decent, yeah.
You know, Sting, you know. But I felt Sting was more iconic, more, there was so much. That year was just the bubbling point for that era of wrestling. You know what I mean? The whole NWO thing.
I mean, the reason I'm always going to say Piper is that feud put wrestling on the map mainstream. That was in newspapers. You could actually open up a newspaper talking about that with the MTV match, and that was basically WrestleMania 0. You know, the two of them having that match. I don't think I get everybody has biases, but
yeah, you're right, and that's more. You're older than me, so you also were watching. Yeah. With a more understanding eye, and I didn't, and even as a wrestling fan, I go back and watch stuff, but I don't give a fuck about Hogan, so I don't go back and watch that stuff. I go back and I watch a Mid-South match, or I go back and watch a Memphis match. I don't go back to watch Hogan wrestle. Yeah. You know? War to settle the score or not. Will I watch Piper? Of course. If you give me a compilation of Piper and Hogan and him have their feud on it, I'm going to watch it because Piper's the man. And Piper has done amazing shit, you know. So, in that sense, you know, you're right. I mean, maybe the Piper was, but for me, obviously, from what I've seen myself, everything I can remember from the late 80s through WCW ending, the only thing that stands out for me would be Flair and Hogan and Sting and Hogan.
Sure.
You know? So let's see what's got. We still haven't heard back from Kenny. Kenny, I think, bailed. Eddie says, take Bill's wrestling card away. I don't know. And he did the uppercase, lowercase. I don't know much about Hogan.
I think that we have to understand as wrestling fans that you have certain characters who their big thing is wrestling, just wrestling. You know, Bret Hart was known as a wrestler. Sting was known as a wrestler. Flair known as a wrestler. The Flair also had a huge personality. With Hogan, it was about the personality. It was about his charisma.
It definitely wasn't about.
It wasn't about his technique in the ring. It never was. but he proved that, when he was in Japan that he was able to do that, but it wasn't necessary in WWF. He didn't have to show much in the ring other than be that cartoonish character. But his charisma, there is not a single wrestler, with the exception of maybe Flair, who can match that charisma that he had. He was a living superhero, so.
Right. Jimmy says Allen to AARP confirmed.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's great.
No doubt.
Kenny says you did talk about it. LOL, my bad. I'll take the L.
Go.
Gotcha.
And now Kenny
We win. We win one. HWO had one failure tonight, and we got that. We got that.
So now Kenny's got to tell us if it'll be a revolution.
Yeah, now we need to know. Are you going to be at Revolution? You got to be at Revolution with that barbed wire death match, bro.
Yeah, I actually would like to. You know what? If Kenny goes, I would love to then get him on the show to talk about it afterwards, like to talk about his experience.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
So
you go, Kenny, if you do go,
get on the show afterwards to do the review. And
I mean, you're always welcome on the show.
Yeah, I'd love to hear how that's going to be in person.
So real quick, Kenny says, I'm sorry, Simon says, Kenny, never admit defeat. It's not the HWO way. Kenny says they get one and only one. Oh, that's good. So Kenny's going. That's awesome, bro. Yeah, like if you want, man, let's line it up. So the after the pay-per-view, you jump on with us. I believe the pay-per-view is Sunday, ain't it?
It's is it Sunday?
Do you want to do a late Sunday review? It'd be too late.
It might be too late for me, actually.
Might be too late.
Yeah,
we'll have to plan it out.
Yeah,
I mean,
Kenny to take my place in that case.
No, it might just be too late overall. I got to see. I believe it's going to be on a Sunday.
Okay.
Because of the change, but either way, I mean, we'll do the preview Saturday. We could do the preview Sunday. Early.
I have to let you know about that. Yeah, I got to check my schedule for that. I've been busy on Sunday mornings lately because I have the show in the afternoon, so I take care of things in the morning.
No, I'm saying Sunday. Now we're talking behind the shop. Sunday afternoon, our regular show. It's before the pay-per-view.
Yes, of course, yes.
Yeah, so we'll preview. We'll mix a hot tag and a regular show.
Perfect.
So,
that sounds good.
But yeah, so we'll figure it out, Kenny. If we end up doing a review the following week, you come on then or whatever. But we'll see. I mean, that might be a little far out, but I mean, we could always review the pay-per-view and the show, the following show. That'd be nice to see what the follow-up is.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll look at it. We got to look a little closer as when it is, and I'll hit you up on the side, Kenny. Maybe you come on with us. But Simon says Kenny booted from the HWO confirmed.
Oh, and Jimmy said Alana's Prime is back. Is my audio bad?
Alanimus Prime is back. No, your audio was fine here.
I don't know what he's talking about then. All right.
Big Dub said Jerry the King and Andy Kaufman didn't make wrestling mainstream. Fuck yeah, that did.
That made it mainstream, but not in the same way. That was more for different reasons than actual ring, like shining the spotlight on what was going on in the ring. It was a different kind of mainstream make, I think.
Eddie said, good one, Jimmy. We're all close to AARP.
Alan's embedded, 8 confirmed. No, but look who's talking.
Yeah, that's Eddie. That's from Eddie. Yeah, I know. I'll say, listen, I'll give Eddie the pass, though, because Eddie gets up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's true.
So I get that he goes to bed by 8 o'clock. Even though I shit on. It's funny how many times I want to I'm like, I have something to tell Eddie, and I'm like, fuck, it's 10:30. He's sleeping, Oh, man. Simon says, I'll be there, but I won't be able to watch a pay-per-view till Monday evening.
Okay, you might get spoiled then.
Jimmy says it was patchy for a minute. Yeah, well, you know what? I fucking forgot that. I heard it was going to be on Sunday, the pay-per-view. So we'll figure it out, man. I know even this is kind of late in the game. We go from Wednesday to Sunday. The show is over Wednesday. We review it Sunday, but it's to give it the time and have some fun with it. I don't want to rush it and be like, well, I got to go to bed because I got work the next day. After the show's over and then the prep, it's just too rushed and too much. So I don't know if maybe a week will be too long to put the review off for. So we'll see. Even if maybe we do a little special something, maybe me and Alan could come up with a time another day or whatever, you know.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. My whole issue with during the week is that I'm only on my work laptop for the week because I work from around 8 in the morning to 11:30 at night, only on that work laptop. I only do the show from this computer here. So yeah, like doing it during the week would be challenging.
Yeah.
But
I mean, Alan basically works almost 24 hours a day, which is
well,
ridiculous.
I sleep, so that doesn't count.
Except to sleep. Okay. So 15 hours.
I work on 2 time zones is what it is. I work on both New York and a California time zone. So there you go.
That which is the problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, Jesus Christ. Now we're too inside baseball here, fellas and ladies, if you're listening. Like the Sheik says, do some research, otherwise go fuck yourself. So he speaks to us every day. So that's about it for the show. Yep. Like, share, subscribe. Smash the like button. Smash, smash, smash. Hit the bell. Ding, 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 ding. Subscribe. Please, if you're watching us right fucking now, hit the fucking like button. How hard is that? Hit the goddamn like button. Like, share, subscribe. Grab your family's phones. Grab your brother's phone, your mother's phone, your aunt's phone, your uncle's phone. Like, share, subscribe on their phone. Hit the bell on their phone. So when it bings, they actually watch the shit. Or maybe don't, because then they might unsubscribe. So, because they're getting tired of the fucking bing, nude stream, you know, whatever. Not nude stream, new stream. Uncensoredalliance.com, you find everything we do, all the links. Catch us there, hit us there, whatever the fuck. Again, this is why we don't do canned promos. Twitter at AEW Uncensored, one word. Email AEW Uncensored Podcast at gmail.com. Love mail, hate mail, comments, questions, whatever statements you want us to read it on air. If you don't want us to read on air, just put a comment in there. Please don't read on air. And all right, we won't. We'll accept what you want. Facebook, AEW Uncensored Podcast. Throw it in the search bar. Search it. You'll get our page. Like the page and our group. Join the group. You find us on all third-party podcast applications. You also find us on Google Podcasts, Deezer, TuneIn, Stitcher, iHeart Radio, and of course iTunes. Please rate and review us on iTunes. You guys all know how big it is. You heard it from all the other podcasts. We're telling you now. It's just like the like and sharing and subscribing on YouTube. It's huge. Them and Google Podcasts are our two biggest listening bases. They're about 50-50 between each other. So please get us on iTunes if you have an iTunes.
And we do have 12 likes right now, by the way.
All right. Now we're talking. We need to beat our best. I think our best is 14 or 15. So bump it up, boys. So as always, if you want to join the show as a call-in, join us on Skype. The link's in the description of the podcast audio version and the YouTube version. So send me a message. I'll put you in our AEW Uncensored family chat where they attack us weekly. Not usually in it during the week, so I don't get distracted by attacks and get frustrated. But yeah, so we'll add you there, and then from there you call into the show. So believe that might be it. I thought there was one other fucking thing I wanted to say, and it just flew off. So like, share, subscribe, Skype, hit us up.
Yeah, man.
Something else. I'm trying hard to remember before I get out of here. Should I just throw this thing off the rails?
Leave him hanging.
Just total fucking total silence till I remember. You know, because let me see. I don't know. Anyway. All right, everybody. Thank you again. Oh, yeah, more content. It's funny because I'm like, New World. I know who New World is, but I'll put you onto it later. But all right, Alan. Jesus Christ, this is ending like a fucking disaster. This is a fucking disaster here, and they're still going in this fucking chat. All right, guys, we're out.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace.